Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a squad builder I have here for you chaps and chapettes. Now I know I haven't done one in a little while, and I do apologize for that, but do let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more squad builders, just so I can gauge this sort of interest in them. And today I'm going to be going through a few different things. There's going to be some players in this team that you guys have seen time and time again, but there are going to be some players that you guys may have not seen before. I really like this squad, and for me I find it quite an interesting squad as well. So one of those players that you guys are probably all very familiar with is in fact Buffon. Buffon is just a great keeper in this game, all round really solid, and to complement him you have Chiellini, who obviously gets that really good chemistry link with him because he plays for Juventus and is also Italian, and his counterpart will be Ogbonna. Ogbonna is just one of those centre-backs that is so strong in this game. He's very much like the David Luiz of the Serie A League. And one of the weird chemistry glitches is you actually have to back out sometimes to show the correct chemistry. And as you can see, all three of those guys obviously get 9 chemistry. You know, they're all Italian and they all play in the Serie A. So that is just an awesome recipe for good chemistry. And this team is going to have a whole bunch of different elements. To begin with, we're going to start with sort of a Serie A theme to it. And then we obviously have Crescito here on the left back, who's Italian, links up nicely with Chiellini. But the reason why I have Crescito in there is because of the center midfield link that he is going to have shortly. Coming in at right back, we have our first Liga BBVA link. And it's going to be a right back. And, you know, this player here is going to be Juan Fran, I think is how you say his name, and he's definitely not my number one choice as far as right back goes, but he's actually just a solid right back. He stays in the position when you need him to. He's got okay pace on him, and he's just an all-round okay right back, sorry. So he does the job that he needs to. I wouldn't say he's outstanding by any means, but he does what he needs to do, and most importantly, he's in the position where, you know, he doesn't fly all the way up down the right wing and ends up getting caught out of position because you know, this defensive line is already really solid. But to link up with him, we have Bernat. Bernat is an amazing player. Literally, his free kick stats are something like 99, 96, and 97 or something like that. They are absolutely ridiculous. And like I said earlier, Crescito does have that Zenit link with Danny at center midfielder. And then we just have one center midfielder link, and this puts the whole team together, the player that I'm about to add in. But Bernat, really impressive player, seriously. I can't really say too much about him. You know, you might be turned off a little bit by his pace, but honestly, when it comes to the midfield of a 4-3-3 formation, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. And to finalize the midfield, we do have Pirlo, and Pirlo in this game is just a masterclass. He really is. I don't really know what else to say about him. If you haven't used him already, you guys are seriously missing out. He picks out passes like no other, and with a 4-3-3 formation, you'll find that the wingers have so much space that you need someone in that midfielder who can pick out those particular players. Beñat, another player who can just, his long shots are really good. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any of his long shots in this particular clip, as I might be doing a review on him. I'm not entirely sure, because I really do think he is that good. Unfortunately, he does only have 2-star skills though, so that could be a bit of a letdown to anyone who relies heavily on skills in this game. Then at striker you have Rodrigo, a huge favorite of mine in this game. I played him in one of my Spanish non-rare sides. He is a monster. Then on left wing, a player that I hadn't used much before this particular team, Varela. I'll talk a little bit about him. Then at right wing we have Jeffren. Jeffren is another player that I'll talk a little bit about as we get onto the goals of this entire thing. And unfortunately, due to a little chemistry bug, you do have to leave Ultimate Team, then quickly come back in. This is a 97 chemistry rated team, and I know there might be a few people like, Cal, why is it not 99? And that's because Danny is center mid. But for me, Danny is such a key player in this team that I feel as though it's okay for him to be on 7 chemistry. You know, you could get this to a 99 chemistry team if you are really wanting that. But for me, Danny was just such a key player that I really wanted him involved in the team. So you could still very much have this team. Maybe you just have to change the center midfielder from Danny to a different one, and possibly have to change the left back. But let me talk a little bit about the team, and more importantly, the attacking options that I haven't really gone into too much yet. So, right wing, we have Jeffren. Jeffren's ball control is incredible. That's probably the big thing that separates him from all of the other right wings that I've played with. You know, his ball control is really sweet. His left foot, he's got a really nice left foot, which actually works really well because he does play on the right wing. It means you can cut inside and you can fire it off on his left foot, and that is really important in my opinion. And then we have Varela, our left winger. Varela is an underrated player. A lot of people who don't have Ronaldo are just instantly jump to the fact that they need to just put in Nani instead because he is Portuguese. But honestly, I much prefer Varela to Nani in this game. He is so good on his feet. He's got good dribbling. His step over skills are actually really impressive as well. That guy caught napping at the start off bit there, and as you can see, I thought for a second I thought he wasn't playing, but it turns out he was. But yeah, I mean, he really is insane. And look at that from Rodrigo, guys. I can't express to you how important he is to this team and how good he is in general in Ultimate Team. Like I said, he's in one of my favorite non-rare Spanish sides, and he has 4-star skills, which is good because this team, it doesn't have a ton of skills, but you know, you have the likes of Varela who has 4-star, Rodrigo who has 4-star. I believe Jeffren also has 4-star skills, so that's a really nice attacking trio you have there to have all 3 players that are attacking to have those 3-star skills. Danny in the midfield has 4-star skills. I believe Pirlo has 3, I think, and unfortunately Benat only has 2-star, but seriously, Benat is actually a real hidden gem. He is seriously a solid player and definitely one that I'd recommend. And a lot of you guys are probably like, Cal, you know, I have a lot of other BBVA players that I'd much prefer to have instead of Benat, but please do try him out. At least give him a go, and if you don't like him, then you don't have to use him because he is already a really cheap player, so you're not going to lose out on too many coins by buying him. Let's talk a little bit about Pirlo. Pirlo is so great in this game, and I know this game does revolve a lot around pace, and you know, you have to accept that sort of thing when it comes to Ultimate Team, but there is a lot of room for someone who can hold up the ball, play really good hold up football, who can pass the ball really well in the team and set up goals like the one for Rodrigo there. Not to mention that Pirlo can actually finish the ball himself. I've scored a couple goals with him, and in general he is actually, like, as you can see, here is one of his goals. So from around the box, he is so instrumental, and in a 4-3-3 formation, like I was saying earlier, it is very important that you have someone that can thread these balls through to the wingers and also the strikers. So that's pretty much the team. It works out very well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this particular squad builder. If there are certain things you'd like me to go over when discussing a certain squad, then do let me know, because I am always trying to make my videos better for you guys, and I hope you did enjoy this. I know it's not a 99 chemistry team, and as much as I wish it was, it feels just as good, and it is such a fun team to play with. That's the best way to describe this team. Just in general, a fun team to play with, and one that I'd happily play with in my spare time when I'm not recording for videos and things like that. I really enjoy using this team, and I think you guys will too. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shown you the video or the team. So I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, leaving a like is very much appreciated, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye-bye.